It's very important when you're choosing replacement heifers that you make sure they're heifers. That ain't gonna fly. Hi, I'm Mike, and today on the ranch is another big day as we get into looking at the future of the entire operation. For those of you following along, Erin's mom, Rita, has decided to retire. And after years of drought, the ranch in its current operating system is unsustainable. For the past few years, we've been in the process of changing how the ranch does business, moving from a cow-calf operation, meaning that the cows have calves and then we sell the calves at auction, to a more direct-to-consumer program where all of the animals that are raised on the ranch from here on out will be sold directly from the ranch to the end consumer, without the middleman. With Rita's announced retirement, we are now moving forward a little faster than we planned. And along with changing how the ranch does business, we're also trying to buy it. Erin's mom has given us the chance to buy the ranch, and hopefully we can figure it out and get it done. For all of you who sent me emails over the last week to buy the ranch yourselves, it's not for sale. Not to you anyway. I really have to make that clear. Also, for those of you who are still sending emails and making comments, making other people feel bad, I got to tell you, this is a family decision. And of course, the actions that we're taking, we've decided to take as a family. Erin's mom has been paying to run the ranch since Gilbert passed away. Upkeep, improvements, and of course the purchasing of hay amounting between $60,000 to $80,000 per year just to keep things going. Now, we've been splitting operational expenses for the last couple of years, but even so, as a family, we decided that Rita giving us a chance to buy the ranch is the best way to go. Rita has chosen to live her life off of social media, but she does know how to read. And some of the comments that have been made over the past few weeks or few days are downright horrible towards someone in a situation that you assume to know everything about. So that being said, any further comments that condemn her or rude, out of line, they're not going to be tolerated. I'll delete them, and I'll delete you. It's fine. I don't mind. Negativity helps no one and only hurts the situation. I guess when I say I'll delete you, I guess I can say that you won't be able to post comments on the channel anymore. But yeah, negativity does not help the situation at all. And I can hope that we can all wish Rita a happy retirement to do what she wants to do and allow the ranch to move on, hopefully with us at the wheel and a whole new future. In the meantime, we will continue to run our cattle on this land and operate our direct-to-consumer business. And like I said, that future begins today. Today, we're going to be sorting these calves, and these calves are going to auction at the end of the week, but we're going to be keeping a bunch of them here on the ranch, and those we'll be buying from Rita. We'll also be picking out about 5 heifers to keep as well to add on to our herd as we look towards the future. And also we'll be looking at the criteria that we use to pick out the best replacements for the future. Let's get started. I actually have a cold, which is why I didn't do this yesterday. I wanted to get it done yesterday. I didn't get a chance to. And it was only like 9 degrees yesterday. Today we're up in the 20s, so it's a little bit better day to do this. Basically, like I've said before, we're restructuring the ranch, and basically any animal that's raised here on the ranch will now be directly to the consumer, which means that we have to be just a little bit more self-sufficient. And that means doing something that we really never showed on the channel before, and that is choosing replacement heifers. So we're going to be doing that today and rounding out about 20 heifers that we're going to use to replace some older cows that we have in our herd that will end up getting cycled out by the end of this year. We are also going to be building up a feeder program, obviously, so that we have steers that we can offer through the farm store or online once they get of age. So we're going to be setting aside about 30 steers to fatten and have here on the ranch and eventually process and end up, like I said, in the farm store or online. So I've gotten a little bit of a head start. I'm going to show you what I'm doing there. And first, though, I got to get everybody kind of in the same pen. So that's my next project, is to kind of consolidate the calves. Come on. Everybody Already out. Come on. Come on, guys. And once we've got them in the same pen, we can start taking a look at these calves. But first, let me show you what I pre-sorted, which are Erin and my calves that were born in 2021. As you know, we actually have our own herd. Erin and I have always kept our own herd here on the ranch, and her mom has had the rest. So those are the ones that are going away. Our calves and our cows are staying here on the ranch, and we're not selling anything at auction this year. I can't go through that gate. So over here we have our heifers, and these will be staying on the ranch, becoming replacement heifers. We're going to be adding on to this just a little bit. I think we're going to add probably 5 more heifers into here that we're going to choose out of Rita's, and of course buy those from her since she won't be able to sell them at auction. Over in this pen, we have our steers. That were born this year to our cows. We're gonna get this up to 30 is what we're trying to do. And I'm gonna have to do some math, but we're gonna get this up to 30, so we have 30 steers to finish this year. And that puts us processing steers basically every other month to keep our supply where it needs to be. So because I don't want things to get mixed up too much, I'm actually going to move the steers that we've already sorted, that we know are ours, into a different corral and keep them completely separate as we start setting up what we're going to buy from Rita and the ranch. Come on, guys. Come on. So I know with these steers, I need another 17 steers in here to get us to 30, which will be enough to get us through the next year or so in beef production. I've already got a few calves moved here into what we call the octagon, which I don't know if it has 8 sides. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does have 8 sides. It's an octagon. And this makes it super easy to sort these guys. I want to put the steers over here in this empty corral to start with. So we're going to go ahead and grab the steers out of this group and move them in to that corral. Come on, guys. Where are you? Come on, boys. Steer, steer. There's 3. 3 steers out of that. I don't know. The rest of them are heifers. So we got 3 already. Now these heifers, because we are going to pick heifers out, I'm just going to kick them up into another empty corral just to hold them up here for now. And again, this corral system works great for this. So when we're choosing steers out of this group, what I'm looking for is basically some regularity between them all. I don't want a bunch of really big ones or a bunch of really small ones. I just kind of want them to be about the same size, and when it comes to finishing, it'll be a lot easier. So that's pretty much all there is to it with picking out steers. It's not too hard. When we get into the heifers, though, there's a few other considerations that we're going to look at. All right, guys. Come on. Nope. Come on, big kid. Get in there. Come on. Who are you? What are you? How do you identify? You're a heifer. Go ahead. And you're a heifer. Yep, go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Get out of the group. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 8 so far. Let's get a few more. Come on, boys. That's 11. Nope. Not you. Yeah, bring that big guy over here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's all of our steers, and those are the ones that are going to be going through the farm store and online. And they'll actually start fattening here before too long. Pretty dang quick. All right, so now we're going to start looking at heifers. I need to add 6 more heifers to this group. 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah. Now there's a couple of things that we're looking for here. Maybe like 3 main things. Number 1 is we're looking for early calved heifers. That's pretty much going to indicate that their mom gets pregnant quickly and is able to have her calf early. So that's kind of the big thing there. We're also going to be looking at the hook and pin bone placement, and that's going to actually tell us about the uterine angle and the birthing canal angle, and I'll show you some of that. And then also we're going to be looking at the history of their mom and how good of a mom she is and how her calves have looked over the past few years. So a lot of it comes down to record keeping and really kind of just taking a look at them and seeing what we have to deal with. And let's start out right in here. These are those ones that we sorted off earlier. The one I'm looking at here is number 11. And she's pretty rounded out in the rear end, which, you know, probably a good thing. Obviously an early calf because we number our calves as they're born. So that one was born pretty early in the season. Those hook and pin bones that I was talking about, I'm trying to find a cow here that we can really see it on. And it might be this number 50 right here. I know that one has a good mom, and number 150 is her mom, and it's easy to remember this year. But let's see if we can get her to hold still here for a second. I'll show you what these hook and pin bones look like and how that determines how good of a calver she probably will be. All right, so, hey, can you just stop? All right, so you have your pin bones in the back, hook bone is in the front, that's part of their pelvis, and we're looking for that slope in between those 2 bones. That actually shows the uterine angle and the birth canal angle, and we want it slightly sloped down, and that will basically help them during calving. If it's sloped up, that starts to cause a problem. So it basically means like the vagina won't discharge after calving and that kind of stuff. So we want that slope going down. It just makes sense that we have gravity working for us. And also, since we do keep really good records via Cattle Max, we can just pull up the cow that we're looking at, which we'll look at number 50. And her mom is number 150. so we can actually just look at offspring. We can tell here via Cattle Max the average calving intervals, the postpartum interval, last calving date, when this calf was born. There's number 50, and we know that the other calf that we had from that cow was sold in 2020. So a decent cow that has good calves and has them early. So that's what we want to do. So I'm going to pull number 11 and number 50 out of here, and we're going to add them in with our heifers that we're going to keep for. Okay. Come on, guys. Number 50 and number 11. Let's get out. Okay, how about everybody? So there's a number of different criteria that you can look at when you're keeping heifers back, and I do encourage people to take a look at their own herd. But there we go, we'll let these ones go. So there's another one here that we can take a look at, and that's number 53. And I want to see how her mom does. So we're just going to pull it up the same way in Cattle Max. She looks like a decent enough cow. We've never had any issue with that cow, so we're going to go ahead and keep that one also. Come on. Circle around. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We get 3 more. Let's go take a look. And I know Erin likes a little bit of color every once in a while, a little bit of white face going on. So let's see what we can find out of this group. There's a nice baldy right there. I'm gonna grab her. Let's take a look at her. Again, we're looking at that pin and hook bone placement. And she looks pretty darn good. You're okay, girl. Let's let her in with her friends here. Hey. There you go. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. That might be a steer. Now that I look at it. Yep, that's a steer. I'm an idiot. It's very important when you're choosing replacement heifers that you make sure they're heifers. That ain't gonna fly. Come on, kiddos. There you go. All right, let's try this again. Now I gotta count again because I don't know where I'm at. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. So I need 3 more still. Girls this time. Come on. I think there's 2 girls in there. Get right in there. There you go. Okay, that's it. I'm done sorting. And we've got everybody figured out, I think. But it's always a good idea to double check. Okay, and we're gonna double check our work right over here. Bring in the steers first, make sure everybody is a steer, and then of course bring in the heifers afterwards, because we look pretty silly trying to to breed a steer. So we've got the 31 steers to bring through. We always finish a steer for Erin's mom, so we're going to bring them all through and just double check and make sure that everybody's who they say they are. I could just follow them around and see which bathroom they use, but I don't know if that works nowadays. Come on. Come on. Nope. Nope. Get in there. The other part of this is that we want to get everybody's tag numbers so that we can keep the best records that we can. We're going to be weighing each one of these steers individually. Based on their weights, we'll be able to get them into a program that will get them fattened, on grain, and ready to go as quick as possible. Bring the dump out of the way. All right, that one's good. All right, so we're perfect on the boys, batting 1,000. Now it's time to bring in the girls. Go back up that way. Come on, turn around. Good girls. Look at that, dead on. Girls as well. So that's pretty much it. We've got our heifers selected, we've got our steers selected, and I might be a little sicker, but that's okay. We'll work our way through it. This is just something that has to be done, obviously, before they get on the truck. Doesn't matter if you're sick or not. So we got to figure out where we're going to put all these guys. That's going to be a trick. I know that I can take the heifers and I can put them out with the cows for right now. That'll be fine. They can live out there, so I'll probably just shuffle them that way. The steers will actually end up moving across the road, and after we get a weight on them and all that kind of good stuff. So that's all coming up. Obviously, restructuring the way the ranch works is a lot different than what we did before, but I think this is really going to pay off in the long run. So changing how you do things is not altogether bad. It can be scary, but change is not bad, trust me. I've been through lots of changes in my life. So that's it for me today, guys. Welcome our new heifers to the ranch, and we'll see you next time right here on Our Wyoming Life.